Event.
I thought you said too many. You
No,
said
too many. Too many games
I'm having a hard time tonight.
We've seen the Breakwater Blackhearts take on Bangor in fall. We saw Central Maine take on Maine in fall. And now we're going to watch Central Maine and Rock Coast play each other. We're still giving stuff away, though.
They are. I know. I got distracted by the excitement.
We're almost ready to play a game, but yeah.
McLovin
and Dollar Bill
and Dollar Bill giving stuff away, totally distracting my what I'm doing.
Smacks on deck, Guns and Glory, ready to go.
And there's our game
We
whistle.
have our first whistle. Smacks trying to stay on the right side of the tape. She's getting pushed too far. She's going to have to lean in a little harder. Who's going to come out of there? It is Smacks on the inside. Lead jammer. Guns and Glory still tied up in the pack. Josie Cuervo tries to make some room. Guns is now through. Pyro recycling Smacks. Smacks is calling it, but you can't call it. 1 point held up.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yep, not sure either.
That's okay. So, if you were listening, watching our last broadcast, we might have given some misinformation.
Yeah, we thought this next one would be the last game, but there's going to be two more games.
There's 2 more games, so you have 2 more mini M-I-N-I.
Yeah.
Not what I thought you said.
We just, our game plan was to just keep broadcasting until we see him
until
packing
somebody
chairs up.
said to leave, yeah.
Right.
We got to be out in 20 minutes, okay?
All right. Fuzzy Logic, Princess Leia out. Princess almost picked up lead jammer, but almost not quite enough. Pushed off to the outfield.
By Sweet Peacock.
And a penalty. Back block picked up by
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy chugs over to the penalty box. Princess is our lead jammer. Princess Leia. Oh, all kinds of room on the outside. Bangor a little spread out. Pickle Bunny asking her troops to get back in line. She reconnects with Dove. Only 2 blockers, though. Not enough to do much. Iron Orchid and Craziness moved them out of the way. Princess Leia out. Had a great run here so far.
Yeah. She's been stacking those nickels.
And I don't think she's done.
She's 14 points.
Fuzzy back out on the track. We're waiting for one more Central Maine blocker.
She's called it.
Valkyrie coming off the bench in time. Rock Coast 17, Central Maine 6.
Ooh, Marybo Reap. With the star for Central Maine and Lady Brawlcorn. I don't think we saw Marybo Reap in the previous game.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, she jammed? Oh.
Oh, she didn't jam.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I was asking.
Consummate blocker, though.
Yeah.
Blocked a lot.
I know, but I
got what
didn't
you're
see what she was.
She's making her way towards the lead jammer position. She gets it with a little hop. Marybo Reap, lead jammer.
And she's trucking it around the track.
Brawlcorn now clear of the pack. Marybo Reap almost pushed off to the infield, but stays on the right side of the tape. She's going to call it. She may have picked up one.
Yep.
Maybe a late call there. I think Brawlcorn picked up one too.
Both got one, yeah.
One as well.
Sparkly pants.
That's the key to speed.
Sparkle pants?
I think so.
They kind of look mermaid, you know, scale-like. I don't know.
Yeah, they do kind of. Fishy. Sinner with the star.
And smacks.
And smacks on deck. Sinner thought she was going to find room on the inside, but found nothing but Kissy Kicks craziness. Kissy Kicks picks up a penalty. Sinner picks up a penalty. Makes her way to the penalty box. So Smacks with an opportunity to put some points on here. Von Wolf headed to the backs. Smacks, 5 points, just like that. And another 5.
And here comes Sinner.
In a few seconds.
As I say, she hesitated.
Carries a whistle. Gave her the notification.
Yeah. To go.
Let's see if Princess Layer has a showing like she did earlier today.
Burp.
Earlier today, 3 jams ago. Guns and Glory has a star for Central Maine.
AK-47. Not that they use letters and numbers anymore, but
I like it. I
like
that number.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it, because I liked it. Josie Cuervo with the recycle back of Princess Leia. Out. I guess I should be saying her whole name.
Princess Leia out. Guns and Glory is our lead jammer. Both
and
teams
Princess
are
Leia out is
full.
through.
Guns and Glory. She gonna call it? She is. She called it in time though. She did. 2 points picked up. Fuzzy and Brawlicorn.
You see the crowd is thinning a little. It is getting later in the evening. I don't even know what time it is.
Everyone goes to bed around 8 o'clock out here.
Well,
Fuzzy, Logic, and Lady Brawlicorn.
I don't know about that, but
Fuzzy almost through. Did she step back in and pick up a track cut? I don't think she did, but lead jammer belongs to Lady Brawlicorn. Fuzzy's clear. Brawlicorn comes in with some speed. She's through and picks up 4. Fuzzy's also through. Draws a penalty on Kissy Kicks. Brawlicorn with a big shoulder from Pyro. Not Pyro. Spartana. No, Dove. Someone did that.
I know I wasn't paying attention to you. I'm sorry. I was watching the penalty that was trying to be conveyed to the skater.
Smacks on deck in Pickle Bunny. Pickle Bunny, the enforcer. There really aren't enforcers in the
I was going to say,
but I guess you could. There are skaters who fit the role. Not in a hockey sense, but. Almost through. No lead jammer yet.
Pickle Bunny is called on a
not going to be
cut
Pickle
track.
Bunny either. Central Maine here doing everything they can to hold back. And now they're in a situation they're trying to kill this penalty. Smacks not yet through. We've gone 1 lap. No lead jammer. Kissy Kicks is back out on the track. Central Maine defense, man, they're looking fantastic here. Smacks pushed off to the infield. She waited to get back up because she thought that she was pushed out with an elbow. So she waited for the call. Good work on her. She's the lead jammer now. With only 36 seconds left in the jam.
And she's going
to call it. She's had enough.
It's going to put 2 of her teammates, Head of Flame and Crazy Nest, left in the box, and Josie is in the box for Central Maine as a pivot, right?
Yep.
Somebody went right in front of me just as I was.
Terminatrix with the star. So Central Maine mixing things up on the jammer line. Laser Wolf for Rock Coast. Sweet Peacock, Valkyrie, and Sinner blocking. Sweet Peacock couldn't hang with her much longer. Laser Wolf is our lead jammer. Laser Wolf through, picks up 5. How about now? Another 5 points?
No, not yet.
Will she have it? I think she will.
Terminatrix being
I'll tell
recycled.
you, there are.
There's her 5.
I will go great lengths to broadcast Derby and to bring the best that we can. But I will not go to the same lengths that Jim Dugan does for photography.
This is true.
He sits on top of his.
He does. He sits up on that ladder, perch. Yeah. Yep, there he is.
Not going there.
Nope. I'm also slightly afraid of heights, and I don't have the greatest balance. So that's really not a place for me.
And I know the top of that ladder says this is not a step.
He's not using it as a step.
I know he's not using it as a
seat.
step. Guns and Glory and Oxidizer.
Yeah, but he gets amazing pictures.
He does. They look phenomenal.
They really are fantastic.
Guns and Glory just needs to get past Kissy Kicks and does, but also getting out Oxidizer. Guns will call it off.
Yeah, I'm hearing a timeout called for Rock Coast.
Timeout. Let's talk about Little Red Schoolhouse.
Let's do that.
Little Red Schoolhouse, a daycare that offers caring and friendly staff with early childhood education backgrounds and up-to-date training in CPR and first aid. Daycare is located at the Old Warren Elementary School on Main Street in Westbrook. This historic school building has offered them room to grow, a more structured atmosphere, and a convenient location without losing the nurturing aspects of the home daycare. Check them out at the-little-red-school-house.com or call 207-854-0007.
You can also find them on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
I like looking at these pictures here. First of all, I'm a huge Dr. Seuss fan, but in this picture of the classroom or the room, they have a caterpillar climbing up the wall.
Tell you what, that is one of the cleanest and looking and most well-organized looking.
Well, I'm sure the photo wasn't taken at the end of the day.
Fair enough. At the end of the day, probably places.
I'm not saying that it's not normally like that. No, but I mean.
Those kids look, they don't really make messes. They look like clean kids. Awesome Pants. And Fuzzy Logic. Who's going to get through first? I think it's going to be Awesome Pants.
She did not jam that last game either.
No, she did not.
She primarily blocked. So it's nice to see her take that star in her Awesome Pants.
She's got cats on her. I think there's cats in space.
Cats in space.
Ooh, boy, big hit. Awesome Pants.
But it was her own teammate.
Yeah, I was like,
I think it was
if that was a green jersey, that would be a penalty, I think.
Yeah.
Fuzzy's through. Sweet Peacock really hanging well with Awesome Pants.
Both Hedda and Crazy Ness are sitting in the penalty box. So that's going to leave Rock Coast down at the start of this next
Two
jam.
blockers, so that'll work in the favor of Central Maine.
Yep.
Central Maine trails 16 to Rock Coast 61.
Every time they skate by, there's this breeze of chilliness.
True. Marybo Reap and Laser Wolf. (16:61). We're underway. Marybo Reap.
She is our lead jammer right out of the gate, so to speak. I know that's not really a.
It works.
Right off the start line.
I'm glad there isn't really a gate, though.
Yeah, right off the start line.
5
There's
points.
Laser Wolf. Head of Flame re-entering the track.
Head of Flame tries to put a hit on Marybo Reap, not there. Mary dodges 2 and calls it off. 21 Central Maine, 61 Rock Coast, 63 Rock Coast. Looks like Laser Wolf going to pick up a couple.
It's funny because earlier I said I didn't know what time it was, and yet there's a huge, enormous clock right in front of us.
Giant red letters up there behind Steve.
Red numbers, and I didn't even.
Yeah, Steve pointing to it now for you.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. I kept looking at my screen.
So Sinner is on the line. Oh, I didn't think Rock Coast had a jammer, but Awesome Pants was over
started,
turn
way
3.
back. She started way back.
Awesome Pants making her way through the defense. She's got it. Lead jammer, Awesome Pants.
Boy, somebody's knocking some people down over there. Awesome Pants slides right by. Kissy Kicks is going in for a penalty.
She took a penalty, but I think it was okay. Oh, she
went to the bench.
Went to the wrong bench.
Instead of the penalty box. I can see how that would happen.
Central Maine 25, Rock Coast 72. Following this game, we'll have Bangor versus Maine Roller Derby.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
We've seen an iteration of the teams play each other before.
Yep. Several different people though. The last time Maine and Bangor played, Bangor only came with, what was it, 9 people?
Yeah, it was a very short staff.
Yeah.
But I suspect we'll see a slightly different.
I do. Well, the main team is different too. This time.
Yep.
Slightly different.
I have no idea what we'll see out of that game.
I don't either. I'm excited.
Guns and Glory, lead jammer.
I've been excited about all of this. I like watching people we know.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful?
It is.
And
no, it's not awful.
And it's hard
awesome.
to cheer. I mean, I'm not cheering necessarily, but because like I don't want everybody to do well.
Well, I think you can cheer at an event like this because
that's what everybody else is doing too. Little pile up.
Now, if we go
Guns and Glory and Craziness, Guns and Glory is actually going to be called. There were several hand signals there. There was this one and this one and Smacks.
12:53 left on the clock. Rock Coast putting up a very impressive scoring run. Smacks, you can't call it off.
Yeah, she wanted to. But she is handing off to Oxidizer.
We've seen some great jams from Oxidizer today.
She is also wearing very pretty war paint. Just noting.
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of bluey and purpley.
She's got almost the start of a Skull Eagle mask
Oh
going
yeah,
on there.
right, yeah. She's got it on her lips as well.
That's the end of the jam. Picking up how many more?
Timeout is being called.
26 Central Maine, 93 Rock Coast.
We want to thank Pro Rental.
Yeah, Pro Rental, contractors, equipment, rental, and sales. They provided us with a lift of staging so we could get Steve up in the air.
So we can do things like point at the clock for me.
Yeah, you can. Exactly, yeah.
No,
Thanks to Pro Rental.
No. And we do want to thank Steve as well for hooking up his camera into our...
Plugging into this mess
Plugging
here.
in, yeah. And getting an angle that we don't typically have. We appreciate that very much.
For certain. For certain. We appreciate that.
Okay.
Did I bring any Plexus to drink?
Yes, you did.
Do I have one?
It's not in here.
Oh.
It's outside in our overnight bag
Oh, overnight bag.
because we're staying overnight
Overnight at Shea Links.
because we have Team Maine tryouts tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Team Maine. So let's talk about Team Maine. Team Maine.
Let's talk about Team Maine.
Team Maine is a collection of all-stars from almost all. I think this year we may be missing one team. But all-stars from all over Maine. And
All
folks
the Maine leagues.
folks that want to make a commitment to represent Maine in some national tournaments, such as State Wars Roller Derby Tournament down in Daytona and Battle of the All-Stars, which we took part in last year for the first time. Tomorrow is the tryouts for that. We have 30.
Yep, 30. And we get to play, they get to play high level teams.
High level teams.
From all over.
Fuzzy Logic breaks free. She's been hung up for quite a while now. She's our lead jammer. Around Princess Leia out. Not around Awesome Pants, though. Awesome Pants pushed her out and rolled her back. One point for Central Maine. I see Bangor starting to
Warm up for their next game.
get a little bit loose. What? We don't have any support pages up yet for Team Maine.
No, there's our whistle. I was trying to think of.
We should, though. Pickle Bunny.
Yes, I got to do that.
Pickle Bunny and Laser Wolf. Laser Wolf with a nice move around Mary Bo Reap and Josie Cuervo.
Being very excited to see a lot of Laser Wolf tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of jamming.
It's nice. I feel like we are getting the opportunity to catch up with some old friends.
I
here.
do, yeah.
Pickle
Oh,
Bunny
Pickle
draws
Bunny.
a track cut, but that's the second time she's jammed and picked up a penalty.
Mary Bo Reap is also coming out on a penalty.
Mary Bo Reap has also some eye paint going on.
Yes, she usually does.
Eye paint. Is that what that's called? Eye paint?
Eye paint, yeah. Well, I called it war paint because I didn't want to call it makeup. I mean, it is makeup, essentially. But like not your typical everyday makeup. Not that I wear makeup or, you know, I'm not saying there should be everyday makeup. But for this occasion, that's why I called it war paint.
We spent a whole jam talking about that. 102 Rock Coast Rollers. They broke the 100 mark.
Oh,
Central
boy.
Maine 27. Smacks on deck, Terminatrix. Stay on target, Jenny. Stay on target.
Yeah. I'm distracted easily. Well, you're the one that brought it up, actually.
Probably. Smacks on deck with a quick star pass to Awesome Pants. So
Lead
Awesome
jammer
Pants
again.
has the star, not the lead jammer.
Oh, she's not.
Lead jammer is not yet designated.
Yeah, he's pointing. Mr. Fantasy is
Mr.
pointing
Fantasy
to.
is pointing.
Yeah, Terminatrix.
The Terminatrix
I'm
should
a little confused. Sorry.
should probably call it. Awesome Pants picks up 5 points on the star pass.
Valkyrie and Sweet
well
Peacock
played.
going to the box.
Nice execution on that star pass off the line. Terminatrix clear now. Had gained lead jammer position, but then was re-enveloped and then sent for a ride off of turn 2 by Awesome Pants. She'll call it off. 6:52 left in the game. 27 Central Maine, 112 Rock Coast Rollers. Craziness, Guns and Glory. Just a few more seconds, we'll have our whistle. We have it. Guns and Glory really pushing hard off of that line. Both jammers are out almost at exactly the same time. The lead jammer belongs to Craziness. Guns and Glory got out ahead of her. Craziness will call it off.
I would have liked to have seen how that played out.
Yes, Kevin. Team Maine shirts in 3X.
We could actually get them probably any size we wanted.
Yeah, we can.
Children's.
I don't know if we'll have Team Maine shirts. I assume there'll be some Team Maine shirts, but I don't know what it's going to look like this year. That'll be up to the team that we create after tomorrow.
All right.
Fuzzy Logic traded some shoulders with Awesome Pants, then blistered through on the outside, picks up lead jammer. Now, Fuzzy looks a little stiff.
Yeah. She was out on an injury.
Yeah.
I say last year, but.
Picked up 4 points. She'll call it off.
There's something
She'll tell us later. She'll say, "Why? No.
Why did you say that?"
Why'd you say that? I feel great."
But there's something to say, though, that when you have an injury and then you go back to skating, I've noticed some people say that they go back in full steam ahead, and then others look more timid. I'm not saying she looks timid, but
No.
there's always that feeling in the back of your head, like, I got to be careful or I'm going to injure myself again.
Craziness and Sinner with the stars. Sinner for Central Maine, Craziness for Rock Coast Rollers or Breakwater Blackhearts.
Yeah, Team Maine widower shirt. Yeah, we can do that. Even if Team Maine didn't do T-shirts this year, we'll make sure you get one. Don't worry.
Craziness, lead jammer. Putting more points on the board for the Rock Coast Rollers. Rock Coast leading 114-31. Craziness visiting the infield and saying hello to everybody.
Princess Leia out with a huge push to Sinner on the outside. She does go to the box for that one, but that had quite the impact.
It sure did.
Like, I could feel it in the floor.
Splayed her out. 3:43 left in the game. I like these kind of mini tournaments.
Okay, great.
I like these. Let's have more of these.
I keep hitting my microphone. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know it makes an awful. It's because this cord is so long that it keeps getting wound up on my stupid boot.
These cords are awesome.
They're like
I love
horrendous, like 6 feet long, which is fine, except they get all wrapped up in my boot and my leg, and I'm afraid that if I move, I'm gonna like
Tear this
jerk everything off the table because it's all caught
Tear
up.
this audio console down off the table.
I mean, if something like that's going to happen, I want it because somebody crashes into the table, not because I got a cord
Accidentally
wrapped around my
kicked
leg.
anything.
Yeah.
Oxidizer's going to take the star for Rock Coast. I think this is the most jamming we've seen from Oxidizer in a while.
No, last time we were here,
I don't even know when that was.
I know, but we were here not so long ago.
But I'm going to say I like what she's done tonight.
When were we here? Oh, yeah, the Coastal Chaos.
Yeah, she didn't jam
She
very
didn't
much.
jam, did she?
No. Walker. Oxidizer setting up on the outside of the track. See if she tries to go that route with Josie Cuervo, Pickle Bunny, and Valkyrie. She's going to cut back towards the inside. Sweet Peacock was there. Mary Bo Reap is our lead jammer. So
Oxidizer is out.
she's out. She had a good idea to make like she was going to go to the outside. When she went back to the inside, Sweet Peacock was
set
right
up
there.
for the fake.
Yeah. So there's 4 and 4. Mary Bo Reap will call it off.
I had the overhead camera on, so they may have been able to see her smile.
Oh,
They're cheering her on next to us.
nice.
So.
Guns and Glory and Lady Brawlicorn.
Wow, was Flash Drive dancing? Oh my goodness.
I think
He
might
was hand signaling and dancing at the same time.
I think
He was.
I think his elbow pads were.
He was readjusting?
was
No,
readjusting.
no. I don't think so.
No.
And I think Carries the Whistle was also. I think they're dancing because.
Guns and Glory, lead jammer.
There's something happening there.
No.
Yep. There is.
Lady Brawlicorn pushed off to the infield by Pyro. Gonna crawl back up and try to have at it again. Guns and Glory weaves her way through to pick up 5. 122 Rock Coast 40 for Central Maine. The jam clock and the period clock are almost identical.
They are. Only 1 second off. And Guns is
call
going
it
to call
off.
it.
So that's going to let us have enough time for one more jam. Smacks and Fuzzy. Trying to figure out what's on Fuzzy Logic's socks.
Timeout for Rock Coast.
All right, use that review. Can't take it home with you.
That's all right. Can't take it with you when you go. That is true. We want to thank EL Design.
EL Design, we want to thank them for their Zebra Watering Hole sponsorship. Check out EL Design for your personalized mugs, steins, badges, license plates, keychains, and even a T-shirt or 2. You can brand wearables.
Or 30
for,
like
or
us.
30 like we buy, yeah. Uniform lettering.
Or 30.
Team jerseys. See what it does all
Practice
that.
jerseys with your name and number.
Contact Everett at eldesignandimaging.com.
He can actually put almost anything on a T-shirt as long as it's not like copyright. He made up some nice stickers for me at Christmas to give away. Remember, the kids and I gave you that bumper sticker for your Jeep.
Yeah, where is that?
I know where it is. About I'm speeding. You remember? I'm speeding because I have to poop.
Yeah.
The kids and I had that. He made that for us.
Jeez, you know where it is?
I do know where it is. I do know where it is now. It's in the box of stuff you brought home from work.
We got to get some Team Maine stickers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we can totally do that. Well, I say we can totally do that, but
Yeah, I want a sticker for the back of my Jeep.
I like the steins that we did last year, the beer steins.
Man, yeah. If you didn't, you could go paw through our photos
on
the,
Nerd Derby Facebook.
on Nerd Derby or on the Team
yeah.
Maine page. Maybe it's there too. But.
We got all of the Rockstar signatures from Team Maine members. and put them on a mug.
Yes. You said rock star signatures, and I'm trying to think, like, wait, because I instantly went to Rock City.
Oh.
And I'm like,
No.
what? I don't.
Because when I had them sign the paper, I told them to sign it like a
sign
rock
it like
star.
a rock star, yeah. And they did. It was
And
great.
they did, and it came out really, really good. I really liked it. I'm hoping to do something again like that this year.
But what?
Yeah.
What will we do?
I don't want to repeat the same thing because, I mean, really, how many beer steins do you need? I don't.
Yeah, I know. We need a lot.
I have a lot at home, but
Yeah,
that's because they're
we'll
nice
do
heavy
some cool-
glasses. I like to drink my orange juice out.
Yeah. Makes you feel like you have more orange juice in the glass because it's heavy.
I actually have a mini one too. It's a smaller one, but it's heavy like that. It's
Yeah.
it's just a smaller version of a regular stein.
So tomorrow
I
is
drink my
the
orange juice in that
Team
one.
Maine tryout,
Yes.
and we have 30
30 right now. Yep.
30 people will come out and try out for the team.
Yep.
And then practice, and
Yep.
practice, and practice, and practice.
Paperwork to fill out.
Paperwork is paperwork. Oh my God, it's paperwork.
Assessors.
I'm looking forward to now State Wars. We have the 2016 Team Maine team being put together, but we actually aren't likely to go to anything a major event until February of next year.
Right. So
Because
this
we already
team-
know the Battle of the All-Stars will be next February, and it looks like State Wars will also be next February.
Which is tough because,
Maybe you can't do both.
yeah, there are going to be some people who can't. I mean, they're going people. You have to take time off for that from work, and
Yeah.
doing that twice in the same month, that's really hard. There's going to be some hard decisions if they are both in February. Ideally, I would love it to be in March. One in February, one in March. Even that's stretching it for some people. But, you know, maybe we can find the most awesomest sponsor, and
Yeah.
they'll pay for everybody to go to both Pennsylvania and Florida.
But before those events,
Or
We hope
get us
to
a team
have-
bus like the hockey teams have.
we hope to have some games against some other state teams,
Yes.
like Team Massachusetts,
Last year we did Team New Brunswick.
Team New
as
Brunswick. Yeah, that was a great game.
Well. We talked about trying to check in with maybe like Maryland, you know.
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of far away to just scrimmage a game, but
Maybe. There's time. Get some of those games in.
it's pretty awesome. I mean, when Chad and I didn't go to Florida last year, but we did go to Pennsylvania for Battle of the All-Stars, and it was pretty amazing to see the level of competitiveness. Competitive?
Oh yeah, competitiveness from some of these teams. You know, you're seeing
Misty Maven.
Misty Maven and
You know,
Eva.
yeah. I mean, you're seeing some awesome.
The
So
Mighty
going
Isis.
to Florida, there's even more of those. You've got people from Colorado and Texas and Hawaii and, you know, all over the place. And
We're
Canada,
back underway with our final jam, maybe our final jam.
possibly.
Fuzzy, our lead jammer.
If I wasn't looking at the scoreboard, I would never have guessed that Central Maine is behind.
Nope.
Because they really are playing with everything
Gusto.
they've got still, yeah. And I'm really glad to see that. I haven't been paying attention to the score, so.
Rocco's doing a great job re-enveloping Fuzzy just before she almost made it out of the pack for her scoring. Took up 4 points. Tied her up long enough that Smack's now caught up. And is that gonna be it?
I think that
Call it.
is.
I think that's it.
Yep, that is the end.
That's the end.
All
Rock
right.
Coast 127, Central Maine 47. We're gonna reset the frame here, and we'll be back in about